Hello everyone. Welcome back to our channel, Immigration Canada. We hope you're doing great. In this video, we're going to talk about open study permits available to family members of international students and foreign workers. Please hit like and subscribe, and don't forget to push the notification bell for an upcoming video. Accompanying family members of foreign workers and international students can receive special study permits that are not tied to a single designated learning institution, authorizing these individuals to attend any school of their choice. Provided that they meet certain conditions, these spouses and common law partners can access study permits that are provincial attestation letter exempt, significantly removing barriers such as needing to attach a letter of admission with their study permit application, and the often required need to pay a deposit to secure a place within a DLI's student allocation prior to applying for a study permit. As a result, these individuals may have a significantly easier time beginning their studies in Canada while sidestepping the country's study permit cap. Further, the PAL exemption even allows these students to attend a school in any Canadian province of their choosing. Note that accompanying family members are defined by Immigration, Refugees, and Citizenship Canada as any of the following family members who are included in the principal applicant's work or study permit application and will accompany the principal applicant to Canada: the spouse of the principal applicant, the common law partner of the principal applicant, and/or dependent children and dependent children of those children. This includes both the principal applicants and the spouse's dependent children. What conditions do family members of foreign workers and students need to meet to receive open study permits? A foreign national does not have to provide a letter of acceptance if they meet both of the following conditions. They apply for their study permit before entering Canada, and they are an accompanying family member of a foreign national whose work or study permit application has been approved in writing before their entry to Canada. So, if, for example, your spouse or common law partner is an international student and their study permit has been approved in writing before they come to Canada, you, as an accompanying spouse or partner, may apply for a study permit from outside Canada without first getting an LOA from a DLI. The permit is issued without a specific DLI listed and is valid until the same expiry date as the principal student's permit. How this works in practice, step by step. Here's a typical scenario for an international student couple. The principal student gets admitted and applies for a study or work permit. In the case of a study permit, they obtain an LOA from a DLI and, if required, a PAL/TL for their program. They submit their study permit application from outside Canada. Their application is approved in writing. IRCC issues a letter of introduction/approval for their study permit before travel. Spouse/common law partner applies as an accompanying family member before entering Canada. The spouse/partner must submit a study permit application from outside Canada. Instead of an LOA, they include proof of the relationship, marriage certificate or common law documentation, and a copy of the principal student's study permit approval letter and other supporting documents. IRCC assesses the application. If approved, the spouse receives an open study permit. The spouse or common law partner holding the open study permit can apply in advance to schools of their choosing, or can wait to enroll in a program of their choice after arriving in Canada. Holding an open study permit can also reduce upfront costs to start a post-secondary program in Canada. As noted earlier, most schools in Canada usually require students to submit a deposit to the school, confirming their intention to attend, so that the DLI may then apply to provincial authorities for a PAL and count the students towards their province's study permit cap. This deposit is often taken as a portion of a student's tuition fees to be paid up front. Due to the fact that accompanying family members do not count towards each DLI's allocation under the study permit cap, it is possible that they may not need to pay this upfront deposit, depending on their DLI's policies. What happens later? Renewals, extensions, and changing schools. The special open study permit exemption used by family members is one-time and location-specific. It only applies when you first apply from outside Canada as an accompanying family member of a work or study permit holder. If you later want to extend your study permit or change DLIs or your level of study in a way that requires a new permit, then you are applying from inside Canada and the special exemption no longer applies. In these situations, you would effectively apply for a new study permit. At that point, you are treated like any other in-Canada student. You must apply for a new or extended study permit under common regulations, which means you must provide a valid LOA from a DLI and any other required documents, including PAL/TL, unless you fit one of the specific PAL/TL exemptions, for example, some in-Canada extensions at the same DLI and level. That is all for today in this video. See you later in the next video. Till then, take care.